अब प्रस्तुत है युवाओं के लिए कार्यक्रम युवा वाणी। इस कार्यक्रम में आज आप सुनेंगे किसेलो तायंग और उनके साथियों द्वारा इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे पर कुछ विशेष चर्चा।
Hello listeners, welcome to today's Yoani program marking the International Women's Day by the volunteers of Lohit Youth Libraries. I'm Keshilo Tang comparing this show, and with me is
Aishalu Chikro,
Jimia Umpo, Nishan Dukri,
Aman Tayeng,
and Bahailu Rangmang.
Ancient Indian rishis declared that where women are respected, that the gods make their home. But today, can we say so confidently that this has been practiced in India last 1,000 years? Over centuries, women in most communities in our country have been reduced to just family labor. This has led to illiteracy, education, and loss of social status for girl, child, and the woman. The time has now come to bring a total social change and thinking in the common Indian towards empowering women. Initiatives must be taken to improve gender equality and fair opportunities for women. Every citizen in the country, both men and women, should have to play a role in this. Sister Nivedita in 1908 asked Tamil poet Subramanya Bharati when he came to visit her at Kolkata, "Can a bird fly only on one wing?" She wanted men to recognize the power of women and let them take the lead in deciding their life and independence. After decades, this realization is slowly dawning on the common citizens of India. We can take inspiration from many women social reformers who struggled and contributed greatly to promote girls' education in India. Dr. Muthu Lakshmi Reddy and Rukmini Devi Arundel in Tamil Nadu, Srimati Durgabai Deshmukh in Andhra Pradesh, Radha Ben of Lakshmi Ashram in Uttarakhand, and Kamala Devi Chatropadhyay are some names we cannot forget. In the 1990s, a mass movement arose in the Hindi states through Mahila Samakhya and Lok Jambish in Rajasthan for improving girls' education and community involvement emerged as a hand-holding of NGOs. This echoed Swami Vivekananda's advice that education is the only panacea for the problems of women and that they must be allowed to solve them themselves. In the recent times, we also have many women who made a mark by their unique achievements. Baby Helder, a domestic maid turned writer. Sarla Thakral, the first Indian woman pilot. Aarti Shaha, the first woman to swim across English Channel. Nirja Bhanot, the first Indian woman to receive Ashok Chakra for bravery. Mahashweta Devi, a great writer and social activist among tribal communities, and Justice Fatima Bibi, the first Indian woman Supreme Court judge. And among us is Kiran Majumdar Shah, a billionaire entrepreneur and global business leader in biotechnology. Women's Day is a reminder to all of us young women in Arunachal that we must strive to bring out our creative outputs even in social sciences and our daily lives. This is the best way to contribute to the advancement of Arunachali society. We, the volunteers of Lohit Youth Libraries, dedicate this Yovani program to eminent cancer specialist Dr. V. Shanta of Adyar Cancer Institute, Chennai, who passed away last month after a life dedicated to bring solace to lakhs of cancer patients in southern India. Aishalu Chikro talks about Dr. Shanta.
We, the people of Northeast, have often the terrible trauma of a dear one or close friend being struck down with the emperor of maladies, cancer. How then wish we were closely known to a cancer specialist who can provide us solace and succor. Lakhs of patients who went to Chennai for cancer treatment were fortunate to have such a mentor, Dr. V. Shanta, the chairman of Adyar Cancer Institute, Chennai. Dr. Shanta, along with her colleague, Dr. Krishnamurthy, worked incessantly from 1950s to develop Cancer Institute from a tiny hospital of 12 beds to a cancer center of national and international stature. Till she passed away in January 2021, she stayed in a single room in the institute and played a pioneering role in all the achievements of the institute. Trained as a gynecologist from Madras Medical College in 1940s, she was government doctor in Women and Children Hospital, Chennai. At a time when Indian women doctors rarely practice in any field other than obstetrics and gynecology, Dr. Shanta moved to Adyar Cancer Institute, surprising all around. And more important, coming from illustrious family of academics and scientists of Nobel laureates, C.V. Raman and S. Chandrasekhar, Dr. Shanta dedicated herself to the mission of organizing care for cancer patients, study of the disease, research on its prevention and cure, spreading awareness about the disease, and developing specialists and scientists in various subspecialties of oncology. Her efforts made cancer care affordable even while ensuring the best medical facilities. This was the crucial aspect of treatment and care at the Adair Cancer Institute. It was affordable for everyone and there was no squeeze on one particular class of people. Dr. Shanta has been honored with several awards including Magsaysay Award 2005, Padma Bhushan 2006 and Padma Vibhushan 2016, the second highest civilian award given by the Government of India. Even during the COVID-19 pandemic this year, Dr. Shanta and her colleagues kept the institute running as hundreds of poor patients depended on the care that the institute provided. May her dedication and selfless service of the poor inspire all of us.
Toru Dutt was a brilliant young Indian of 19th century who took to English and French poetry like a duck takes to water, yet proud of her own culture. Jimia Umpo reads out Toru Dutt's poem Lotus, translated in Idumishmi.
Wishimi kesha a embeya me akunga ashipi emboma ashimachi yaku khinugo laketoga. Ashipi lili ne ashipi rose me akonga ashipi jimugeba ne emegaga. Ashe prathaiga me laga. Ashipi acheyando keshayando ashipi kebane ushimi ugachi puma. Bipani ashitraiga me ashipi rose preyando dalaga. Ashipi lili go lameloji. Kege me lalo ashipi rose ijia nebi ashipi lili go shuga vega gumi. Ali me ui pega himba. Ashipi lili eshwa gebane wishimi andoloba. Bratu him ashipi me nia koko ashimbo anduguji ne gralo anaba. Wishimi me ashipi kesha rose ko ahulwa. Ashipi lili chi achu preyando isioloa. Ali bane wishimi wula ashipi rose ne ashipi lili achipuma asahim loba. Ali ne nani ashishime ashipi lotus ko ashipi rose ne ashipi lilichi kaniwagechi rong aduge ne ekeiba. Wishimi me ashipi rose ashipi lili go tota rong japama athuge ne taando dane athuga.
We have now a skit on Madam Telosai Mele, Arunachal's first lady teacher.
First-timers have always had a tough time reaching their target, but then victory is sweet. Here is a skit in Mishmi language on the First Lady Teacher of Arunachal Pradesh, Ma'am Telosai Mele, by Keshalo Tayang and her team.
Nít mò, khai dòng Telosai bì hula.
Kumut mai la.
Kamut ramai. To, aku mutai na wo tengad.
Ko man chamang. Waranyo samay Telosai, show with nakloho.
Mai, ahiro vi pay nak theni.
Oh, no way disi klaw hukarat donto. Shantakar hula.
Torang chupui wat wandam wat prai mai. Ku so manap katla. Ahayo, Telosai show with mun hai ngong kro kato. Ke arat hu thau. Sawi school ta tha donai ke be ma hu tha to. Apai ne muka tak puri kang ni glat tam glat dom to. Vi pai chong ni yume.
Kai shi lai na pram tam na wo. Shandam ni glati sham tam. Hi, ai blat nin.
Wan so wat do mang ra. Ko shan kin so ne tu tun mo wa yut la ma tai thong ne. Yas so sawi tam blat mo. Kin ai ping thong ne samang. Telosai pai Telosai vi school tam blat thagla disi ka rang len kara. Nit mo Telosai pai Telosai vi school hit nul ne ka glarat hunala. Kara vi glat song san ka shan thau ka tau. Apun ne lun tau wan kara ne Telosai pai sum karum kat ne.
Thong shite, we samai we lang lat he tha gaya.
Wahi wa domang, shanti tun sam koha apai chen phai mang, koha kang be pem tau.
Samai san awai bai tai long ma tau shan kha la.
Shila na milai te dang akatang min ni tong sa samai thong shumin.
Lokalen katam haira Telosai vi basic education phai ne ka vi gladat hunala. One ring rad Indra Miri education officer Telosai vi office lit mongka.
Madam ma ki mong chikawo.
Am samai, hushu lapshu, nyuta puri phai chika am. Wara, nyuglat chongsen vi maidon mangbo.
Madam, can I what's what some boy thong mung?
Oh, Varakin New Kang, Margarita Teachers Training School Hekatang Yung.
Oh, promangne, madam, promangne.
Loganin kasamra, delosai kangit master samnai kahula. Telosai madam, kamansan sa vijan muthong nay, langrong sa vaninay lenka, kraika, tapuri tasai. Apune vivi kambiat nangne ka mishmi madam amang hai kamung tau. Chuti radne vi ko malab glad hi buine ka glad songsan vi do ka sasan school ka thai putau. Glad songsan telosai madam vi kuangkra alut sam tau. Song bri hi the kara funso no rang tau, alut rang tau. Yo yong man sasan vi new lab let jam long tau. Wan tapui ne vi sum karum kat nai.
To hanglo chuti ne fai mang sasan pha. To ra kiwi tai khamang so win no pai wi krai khamang so tapuri ta sai wan ni khamang so. Hu makra te lo sai lom shu no kat loi mang so.
Telosai dambu gladly.
Kai shelai na Mishmi Madam funno kramang.
Ai fun jine ai bun ning, lai jine gya chuning ni.
Promang Madam no thai chulong mutun no lai tangya.
Yo sha shan che ta kat chat mo. Makra lom shu. Makra lang bui hi thong tho yung.
Jong krong si pai wa. Ayo he Mishmi Madam woman mai ngong am. Jong krong si kalap lang blat shu.
Dung chakrong si pru lo.
School for mang. School mai tha ning wo sa san wi.
Machak we new kung ka he thai to. Madam new thai chulong new lai nya ne mungyat ma to.
Glad apui bui ka nya ne mathak tha tau. Vara bui manda mo glad la.
Yoi, to an bui che gat la. Tai tho yung ma nya ning thak ma tau ne me.
Madam, यह का हुचला करंग में हुशु बुइगुंग रा में लब.
Glad apui fai la bui ke. An bui che gat la. No sa school mai glad mang wo.
Songsan ra be pem tau school blood ne ra shan ne musam. Tam blood wo.
Yeso mai thak kyo ning no. Dungi dunga ta puri tun man. Purin ta sai tau ra chong sama tau. Sorkari ne thong mang ni ning wi. Pang hi thong ne ka tha su ning sa san wi.
Lai lo yo shan samang thong chunin.
Ayu pro mang ne thak chala nyo samai amang shan mo.
1983 ra Telosai Madam vi Best State Teacher Award than la.
Not many women writers of Northeast are known across India. Activist Aman Tayang talks about Janice Paryat, a Khasi writer.
Listeners, today let me introduce a young woman writer from Northeast, Janice Paryat of Meghalaya. Did you know that she won the 2013 Sahitya Academy Young Writer Award? The first writer from Meghalaya to receive a Sahitya Academy Award for her book, Boats on Land. Janice Paryat's creative writing comes alive in her book, Boats on Land. It is a collection of short stories about the life of people of Meghalaya. The first story, titled A Waterfall of Horses, is something that leaves a deep impression on us. It is set in the Pomreng village in Khasi Hills in the 1850s, during the start of colonial rule. The story describes the repression of the British on the local people and the anger and resentment they feel towards the foreigners. Paryat's book goes through a love story, but has a mysterious ending. The protagonist of the story is a gentle 13-year-old boy who, with his mother, is employed at the house of Sahib Jones, a British tea garden owner. He befriends Sam, a good-natured soldier who is in love with a Khasi girl, Hafida, daughter of a Khasi shopkeeper couple. Sam and Trotter, a rough and aggressive foreigner, are part of soldiers who guard the tea garden bungalow. The soldiers start disturbing the farmers in the market and bullying them. This started the local people's hatred against the Bilati men. When Trotter murders a local farmer, the helpless Khasi villagers in deep anguish resort to an ancient mystical ritual, Khatin. Listeners, can you imagine what followed next? Discover this mystery yourselves by reading the book Boats on Land at Bambusa Library, Teju. Through more such moving stories, the author, Janice Paryat, paints a vivid picture of the life of common people of Khasi Hills during the 19th century, when the foreigners armed with guns became their masters. Janice Periat has shown us how interesting and important it is for the young people of Arunachal to start recording stories from the local history and lore of our own communities.
Few of us would know that Indian Air Force had a First Lady officer as early as 1953, Wing Commander Vijaya Lakshmi Ramanan. Nishandu Creed throws light on her inspiring life story.
Today, all of us feel a great pride when we hear of women fighter pilots in the Indian Air Force recruited last year. But not many would know that the first woman officer of the Indian Air Force was recruited in 1953. Wing Commander Vijaya Lakshmi Ramanan. Born in Chennai in 1924, Wing Commander Vijaya Lakshmi Ramanan was a doctor, a gynecologist by training, who joined Indian Air Force in 1953 as a flight lieutenant and went on to become a wing commander. She was a woman known for her extraordinary dedication to her career, serving the Indian Air Force for 24 years till her retirement in 1979. She was awarded Vishisht Seva Medal by the President of India for Distinguished Service of High Order. Wing Commander Ramanand was also a trained classical Carnatic musician. In spite of her very hectic life as a defense officer, she found time to do concerts frequently at All India Radio. Wing Commander Ramanand passed away a few months back in October 2020 after living to a ripe age of 96. Her life teaches us that however busy a person could be, one could take up creative activities and excel in more than one field.
Bahailu will present a life sketch of Kiran Mazumdar Shaw.
Is it always a man behind every successful business? Most people would answer yes, but there are exceptions. Kiran Mazumdar Shaw is one of those greatest exceptions. Today, as the chief of Biocon, one of the reputed biopharmaceutical enterprises in the world, she is a household name in industry, named among Times Magazine's 100 most influential people in the world. Kiran Mazumdar Shaw is recognized as a global thought leader for biotechnology. Kiran Mazumdar Shaw is a life for perseverance against all odds and teaches us that a strong and willed courageous can bring victory in the end. In spite of a brilliant academic career, she did not get a job as employers were unwilling to employ women officers. Though initially shattered, she kept up her efforts with her father's support and started her own business in manufacturing biopharmaceutical products. It was far from easy. Nobody was willing to give her loan for her business, as they did not understand her business idea. It was difficult to find employees in India who were willing to work for a woman. Not willing to give up, she struggled on to build India's largest biopharmaceutical firm, Biocon. Today, Kiran Mazumdar Shaw is the recipient of numerous awards, including Padma Bhushan for her pioneering work in industrial biotechnology. Recently, she has been named Entrepreneur of the Year 2020, becoming the third Indian and second woman worldwide to win this recognition. Anybody can be an entrepreneur who has the strength to face and risk and challenge in life. We have to work like our life depends on it, she says. Listeners, isn't it the key to success in any field?
We conclude this Yuvavani with an English poem by Rhys Lavia dedicated to the women of the world.
Remember, woman, you were born life giver, miracle creator, magic maker. You were born with the heart of 1,000 mothers, open and fearless and sweet.
You were born with the fire of queens and conquerors, warriors' blood you bleed.
You were born with the wisdom of sages and shamans. No wound can you not heal.
You were born the teller of your own tale, before none should you kneel.
You were born with an immeasurable soul, reaching out past infinity.
You were born to desire with passion, abandon, and to name your own destiny.
Remember, woman, remember. You are more than you can see. Remember, woman, remember. You are loved endlessly. Remember, woman, your power and grace, the depth of your deep sea heart. Never forget you are woman, divine, as you have been from the start. Remember, woman, remember.
With these inspiring words, this is Keshilo Tang and friends from Lohit Youth Libraries extending our hearty greetings to all listeners of All India Radio Tezu on International Women's Day.